My father was a IPS, Indian Police Service officer of the 1973 batch, and of the UP cadre. The UP is Uttar Pradesh, which is the northernmost state of India. So I grew up all over the small towns of UP. And this is not the India that I grew up in. This is probably not the India all of us grew up in.
Yes.
And so before I tell you all about Manipur, I want to read something to you that I want to remind all of us and all the people that are listening of. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign democratic republic and to secure to all its citizens, all, justice, social, economic, and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith, and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity of the nation. This is the preamble to the Indian Constitution, very much like our own Declaration of Independence in the United States, where we talk about the right of every individual to the pursuit of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And the Constitution doesn't say all Hindus. It doesn't say everyone born before a certain, it says all Indians. So I want to remind all the elected representatives, all the legislators, all the administrative civil servants of India that they swore an oath to this constitution and that they need to just do their job and uphold it. Father Prakash's story of February 2002 is a horrific one. I hope we all paused and dwelt on that a little bit. In 2023, so 21 years later, a similar story happened on May 3rd in Manipur in India. This time, instead of an accident where 55 people died on a train as the spark, it was fake news on social media that led to the Meitei terrorists of Imphal deciding that the Kuki Zoni people, tribals, Christians, my people, should be eliminated from the face of the earth. And one of their leaders said as much in a Facebook post. What that led to was a mob around 7 p.m. came to the neighborhood of Paite Veng in Imphal. My family home is in Paite Veng. My 77-year-old mother, my 33-year-old sister-in-law, my 13-year-old niece, 5-year-old twin boy and girl, 2-year-old nephew had to flee the home after the church in their neighborhood, a Baptist church, was burned, and then the mob had turned to their house after burning the houses of all of our neighbors. They went and hid in the house, in the storehouse of a Meitei Hindu neighbor's compound. The mob came to that house, and that brave man said, "There's no one here, go away." And because of him, their lives were saved. Later, we were able to get them out of Imphal. This story that you're hearing is a story of privilege, because that same night, many other people did not fare as well. There were mothers and brothers bludgeoned to death by the crowd, with their hands, with stones, with sticks, with whatever they found. The mob had been whipped up into such a fashion that it was not just men, it was women who were egging on the crowd to not just beat, but rape women. In a few months later, because the government completely shut information down by turning off the internet. So the first thing they do is turn off access to information. And there was a viral video. How many here have seen that video? So I will describe it for those of you who haven't. I myself haven't watched it because it is horrific. A huge mob takes these two women and forces them to strip naked and parades them down a village road while groping at them, and then proceeds to gang rape them. These women were handed over to the mob by the police, to whom they had gone to seek shelter. I don't even know where I go after that. This is what is happening right now in Mera Bharat Mahan. This is what is happening in this India that we here on this panel, we have loved more than it has loved us back, especially in this day and age. And as Americans, I don't think we should stand by and watch something like this happen. But to continue on my story, my family's fine, thank you. They've lost everything, every single thing. All our memories are gone. My father was an avid collector of books. Everything's gone. They're gonna have to start from scratch. At the age of 77, my mother, who's a widow, is gonna have to start from scratch. They barely escaped with their lives in their hands. And this is what a culture of hate engenders. This is what a culture of hate results in. And I would say we all need to join in the fight to eliminate hate from our lives. I'm going to pass it back to you because